Morning, everybody. Welcome to It's Just an April Zephyr. I am, as you guessed by now, I'm doing laundry again. So I'm coming to you on my brand new phone. My husband and I decided to chop up our credit cards. We're on a cash only basis now. And we couldn't chop up the American Express until after we got rid of all of our points. So we used the points to get me a brand new XR iPhone. I really like it. It's nice. So anyway, yeah, I'm coming to you on my brand new phone. Things have been chaotic, I guess, since Christmas. We found out the Sunday before New Year's that Steve's dad was in the hospital, and we went down there and he ended up having to go into hospice, and he went pretty fast. I hated to see him go. I love Steve's dad. But yeah, we were down there for, oh goodness, 3.5 weeks total. And so we were dealing with all of that. Plus, just everything that goes on in life here. We had, the pet sitter had to come in and take care of our pets for us that entire time that we were gone. Good paycheck for her. But anyway, yeah, there was that. And since we got back, you know, everything's pretty much settling into normal every day. It's good to be home. When we were down there, we stayed with my sister, and so we had a pretty good visit down there with her and her husband. And so it was nice. Been a while since we'd seen them. So it was really good to see them again. I didn't get to see anybody else. I would have liked to have been able to see my brother, but there was just no way. There wasn't time between everything that we were doing before and after Dad died, and my brother working, of course. There was just no time. I didn't even get to see my friend Kelly either, and I always see Kelly. But things have been going pretty good here at home. Let's see. We are, Steve's trying to find a little side job thing that he can do from home to earn extra money. And so, I'm all for that. He was thinking at first about selling books on Amazon. I wasn't too sure about that one, but I agreed. But since then, he's decided that he doesn't want to do books on Amazon. So that one's out, and he's currently looking for something else. He does some stuff on the web. He's kind of like, you would say, an independent consultant or something like that, checking websites for bugs. So it's a nice little thing for him. It doesn't pay much. It only pays like $5 or $10 per site. But when he's got time to work on it, he can get through quite a few sites in 1 week. So that's a good thing. Plus, he wants to do this thing online for photography, doing pictures and stuff like that, and putting them up on Facebook, not Facebook, but putting them up online to sell. You know, different companies like to buy different things. So he's looking at doing that. The photos that you take have to be unique, I guess. I mean, there's thousands, literally thousands of pictures from like Yosemite and the Golden Gate Bridge and stuff like that. So those are a dime a dozen. But finding something else that nobody really takes pictures of, now that could be a good sale if it's a good picture. And Steve's a pretty good photographer. At least now we know where Cindy gets it from. And anyway, he's looking around for stuff like that to do. I was very proud of myself. I finally, after we got back from Florida, I went to see my new psychiatrist so that I could get on my meds. And I like her. She's nice. She suggested that I go back to my counselor, my therapist. And so it's been really nice seeing her again. But mainly the reason I went back was because my doctor's office is no longer handling the meds and everything for depression and anxiety and stuff like that, which I have. So I had to go to the psychiatrist in order to be able to get those meds. So they're working really well. Within the first week of starting to take the new meds, I went by myself at night to a church that I don't go to for a ladies' worship night. I had a blast. It was wonderful. I ran into one person that I knew, and she didn't stay for the whole thing because she was there to pick up her daughter from a mission trip. But at least I knew one person, and I went by myself. I haven't gone somewhere like that by myself in years because of my anxiety. So the new meds that she gave me are really, really starting to help. I'm very appreciative of that. This Saturday, there's a ladies' luncheon at church. We've got this guy. His name's Vester Arnold. He's an evangelist. He's a chalk artist evangelist who goes to church, and while he's preaching his sermon, he's working on a chalk drawing at the same time. When he's done, he turns a black light on it, and the picture changes to something else. So, like, he might draw a picture of the tomb that Jesus was put in, and he'll put all the colors and everything in it, and the trees and the bushes, whatever, the rocks. And then when he's done with it, he turns on the black light, and lo and behold, there's Jesus standing there in front of it and a choir of angels above. And they're really cool. They really are. Not quite my cup of tea, but they're really good. Also, the ladies' luncheon this weekend is for the ladies at our church to get together with his wife. See, the only time my church does anything for the ladies, for just the ladies, is when there's a missionary visiting. Anything else we don't get to do. The problem is there's no one to plan these activities and put everything together. So all we get stuck with is a ladies' luncheon maybe once or twice a year. That's it. The men, they get to go camping. They get to go shooting at the gun range. They get to do all sorts of stuff. Us ladies, nothing. Just luncheons. Yeah, it drives me nuts. To be able to go to a ladies' worship service, ladies only worship service, at a different church was nice. It would be really nice if my church would do this sort of stuff for the ladies, but they don't. So I have to go to a different church in order to do that kind of stuff, which is sad. That's just the way it is, though. Nobody at church is willing to put these things together for us, and frankly, I'm not sure I know how to do it. And if I were to try and do it, it'd probably fall apart. So another problem is a lot of the ladies, you know, they've got kids or they work and they're not really interested in doing anything during the week. And on Saturdays, that's their day to be with their families. So, yeah, it's a bother. It's a pain. But that's just the way it goes. So, let me change you around a little bit. Lower you some. Put this water bottle in front of it. And I have to get my second load out of the washer. It's a laundry day. I've been hanging out a lot with my mom. She is doing pretty good. Her memory is getting really bad. It's really getting pretty bad. Let me change you around again. But she had a doctor's appointment yesterday, and the doctor said that it's just normal age. It's not Alzheimer's, because she's 78 years old, and you don't get Alzheimer's that late. It's just regular old dementia. So I'm very grateful for that, because if she doesn't have it, that means I probably won't get it and my daughters won't get it. I'm very thankful for that. But anyway, that's basically what's going on in my life right now. Just normal everyday stuff, doing laundry, trying to keep the house looking decent, which is really hard for me because I'm not a housekeeper. But yeah, it's been an interesting couple of months. Like I said, I hated losing Steve's dad, because Steve's dad was always so nice to me. He was always really nice to me. Always a gentleman. Just always kind and helpful, and he was just a love bug. I really liked him a lot. Losing him was very hard for me. But you know what? Unfortunately, yeah, life does go on. So I'm going to let you go now. I've got my last load in the dryer, and I'll talk to you guys later. Have a nice day.